Hello?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can hear you. Yeah.
Good. How are
Yeah.
you?
I'm fine, thank you. And you?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good. Yeah. So then, can you tell me how you getting on during these difficult times?
Um, to me, actually, it's pretty much the same because I'm working at my other job for the moment, and most of my friends are working. So to me, it's not a big difference, but it's I feel sorry for the elder people.
Yeah. Yes, it's the same over here. I had to go and do my parents' shopping today and this morning, and the elderly and the uh, emergency services and carers. They were all allowed to go in quite early, so there's a lot of respect
Yeah,
to our emergency services.
yeah. It's the same here. They are working really hard right now. But it's not exactly the same in Sweden with the other jobs. I think a lot of people do go to their work, but the only big difference is that there are not that many people out in the shops as it used to be, and like that. So
Are you on lockdown over there then, or
no, we don't have a. Are you calling from Ireland or
from the UK?
from
South,
UK? Okay, yeah. I've heard that you have a total lockdown for most of the people. Is that true? Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's not the same here. Some companies, but I think most of the people can go to their jobs if they're not sneeze and
Yeah,
having symptoms of something. So, and of course keeping the distance from people, and
yeah,
if you go to a restaurant or something, you have to stay a table away and like that.
yeah. To be honest, that's what I've been saying to people over here, that we need. There's no reason why theatres and things like that can close, because there's ways around it. I think artists would rather play to a R-filled venue than a no-filled venue.
Yeah, of course.
So I was you released Pendulum last month. Was it last month? No, we in May now.
Yeah. Pretty much last month.
Uh,
Maybe
on screen.
some days more. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what day is on anymore. It's all the same. How's
It,
the response been to the album?
how the response has been?
Yeah, to the album. To
Yeah. So far, I haven't heard anything bad about it. So I think it's a pretty good response for the moment. Yes.
it's a great album. Brilliant.
Yeah. It was. I didn't know that, but a kind of leftovers from the from the Door to Doom album, but
Yeah.
I
So
actually didn't know that in the very beginning that there were any songs at all. But they told me, I don't know, a couple of weeks after we've done the album, that there are a couple of other songs that we may record, and so we did, and that's how we did Pendulum.
yeah. How long after your previous album did you make the decision to record an EP?
Oh, Jesus. I don't remember exactly, but it was a pretty, I think, we did plan to put it at some point between when you do an album and then to have a new something new within a decent time. I think that was the plan with the Pendulum.
Yeah, it's
So
like I say, it's a brilliant album, and I'm gutted I didn't get it in time to do a review, but I listened to it about 3 or 4 times right on the after each other because it was great.
yeah. They're good. They're great songs there too. So yeah,
Yeah,
I really like the songs too.
yeah, it's fantastic. Can you tell me a bit about the recording and the writing of the album? How long it took to record and
Do you mean the Pendulum?
yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Usually, when we're recording, we're not going down to the studio. All of us. Usually, it's me, and sometimes Leif is with us, and the engineer. And I think oh, we could have we did it in a, I don't know, could have been 4 or 5 nights, evenings after the jobs, ordinary jobs. We went to the studio and did it a
yeah,
couple of nights. Yeah.
yeah. Whereabouts was the studio then?
Excuse me.
Whereabouts was the studio you recorded at?
Where I don't hear you that good.
Oh, where did you record it? Was it in Sweden?
Yeah. It was in Sweden. Yeah, we have a small studio just outside Stockholm, pretty close to the very, what do you say, border to Stockholm city.
Yeah,
So it's a suburb called Solna.
yeah. So,
Yeah.
what's the process with your albums when you record them? Do you record them live or do you do it like drums first, then guitars, and
Yeah, I can talk for myself. When it comes to the vocals, the song was almost complete. I think there was a couple of guitars that they changed afterwards that I have done the vocals, but usually it is like I'm coming down to the studio and the song is pretty much complete with, of course, sound changes and a guitar or some small changes, and then I just sing to it, and the arrangement is already done. So that's about how it works in the studio, and as you know, Leif is the main writer of
yeah,
the band, so he's writing, and he of course has an idea of how the vocals vocal is supposed to be, and we're playing around, trying some different moods, and yeah, and pretty fast we used to usually find the
yeah,
best lines.
yeah. It's one of the reasons why I ask is because when I ask other bands, the variety is um so big. Some bands like to go into the studio and play it live as an old band, have it recorded, and then that's it. As
Yeah.
then put the drum tracks down first and things
Yeah,
like that.
yeah. I think that's about how we do it too. Putting the drums and then put on the bass and then the guitars, but not at the very same time. The drummer goes down one day and do a song, and then Leif goes down, and or Mappe or Lasse goes down. So
Yeah,
one at a time, you can say. So we don't do live. We haven't done a live recording yet.
yeah. Right. you're classed as the godfathers of doom metal.
Okay, thank you.
You've been on the scene for a very, very long time. Do you get many new artists coming up to you asking about advice?
Uh, no, not exactly for advice. You know, when we're out playing at festivals, you know, there are already, yeah, of course, some artists do come into our room and talking to us, and of course telling us that they're they're fans of the band, and you know, things like that. But no, they're not. They don't need. I don't think they need advices, but they.
Yeah. How do you feel about the underground scene? Because bands like yourselves and death metal and doom metal, it's very hard to get the radio play. So
Yeah,
uh, do you
yeah,
still?
that's pretty sad because we have a lot of radio stations here in Sweden, and you can. I don't think you ever can listen to a Candlemass song
No,
in in
it's
any radio station here in Sweden.
yeah, it's the same in the UK. We've got like Planet Rock, we've got Kerrang Radio, and I've asked for all sorts. I've asked from Candlemass. I have asked from Tribulation.
Hmm.
I've asked for Slayer, but I interviewed a radio presenter
Hmm.
today, and I asked him like, is there bands you want to play but you can't? And he was saying, yeah, there's a lot, but it's all to do with money and
Yeah, yeah. I think
sponsorship.
that's the main reason. There's a, what do you say, a head producer of the station, and
Yeah,
the people that are sending live have restrictions of what kind of what songs they should play. So I think
yeah,
they have a list or something to pick songs from that the producer already have
yeah.
decided.
It's like I feel about Download Festival. There's not enough death metal and doom metal played at that festival. Now, Bloodstock is a different matter. That's a fantastic
Yeah,
festival.
yeah. I was actually talking to a guy an hour before you here tonight, and he was talking about Bloodstock,
Yeah. Yeah. Do you
and
think?
he said that it was cancelled this
Yeah.
year, so
Yeah.
the people should save their tickets for the next year.
Yeah. They've put on an extra day. So there's going to be an extra day of music. But
Yeah,
the one of the bands I think has had to drop out is Behemoth.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I heard
Uh,
so. He told me, and but Judas Priest should play, I think.
yeah. Yeah. I,
Yeah.
I'm I'm hoping to get there, and I'm hoping that you guys be there.
Yeah, I would love to be there. Yeah,
Yeah.
if there is an offer, I would love to come over and play at Bloodstock, of course.
Because it's the only time really we can get to listen to bands like yourself, because it, a lot of promoters in the UK, I don't know why, but they, they go for more mainstream.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I think it's pretty much the same everywhere, but you know, you have to travel around in Europe to find the metal festivals.
Yeah. So what plans have you got going forward? Once this situation is kind of sorted itself out, are you going on tour?
Yeah,
Or,
yeah. I know we have planned gigs actually from July, but I don't know about that one, and August and September, October. So we have a lot of gigs in the schedule, but I don't know right now if any of them are going to be cancelled, or
yeah.
you
Where,
never know. But we should have been in the States, USA right now, but
yeah.
they put the gigs forward a whole year.
Oh, yes. Quite quite a long way away, Jan.
Yeah, yeah, but that's the way it is, and we already had, do you say visum, visa,
Yeah.
working visas for the US, and they were their limit was 1 year, and then now I think we have to do that
Yeah.
procedure all over again, and it was pretty brutal to make all the papers done.
Yeah. Whereabouts is your tour planned for? Where what country?
Uh, uh, Unfortunately, I'm an old man. I haven't got them in my head. Yeah, I just got the message, be at the airport that day, and but I'm pretty sure that you can find it on the website.
I'll tell you.
Or if they're all pretty, what do you say, in freezed for the moment. I don't know exactly, but
Yeah,
we have a couple that are not cancelled yet.
yeah. Well, that's the one thing which we all hoping for. Like, I take concert photography, and
Okay.
and my big thing about it is that I'm missing it so much. Going to concerts and photographing.
Oh
I
yeah, of course, I can understand that.
Yeah, I just wanna get back to normal.
Yeah, yeah, of course. Yeah, I think everyone wants to go back to normal now. I think
Yeah,
everyone is pretty tired about the state we're in right now.
yeah. So have you got is there any talk about the UK tour on the
Uh,
agenda?
Not that I know for the moment, but I think there was something on Ireland that got cancelled, but I'm pretty sure we will show up in the UK, but I don't know right now. And as I
Yeah,
told you, I would love to play in the UK.
yeah, yeah, definitely. I want you to play the UK.
Yeah, thank you.
So what so going on to a bit of personnel things,
Yeah.
what um what bands would you like to support, or what band would you like to support you in the future?
Um,
Just your personal one.
yeah, yeah. I'm an old Judas Priest fan.
Yeah,
Yeah, Judas Priest was one of my absolute favorite bands when I started listening to music in the way yeah, when I was hooked.
yeah. It's funny because Judas Priest was meant to be supporting Ozzy,
Yeah,
and Ozzy keeps postponing it and postponing it and postponing it. So I, I, I want to get and see Judas Priest again soon.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Right,
They're
and
they're still going strong. I really like
yeah,
the. I love Rob Halford. He's a great entertainer.
yeah, it's you can't go wrong with the old crew. Do you know what I mean? It's
No, 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 no.
they know how to entertain.
Yeah, yeah.
But Finally, so you're hoping to come to the UK. You're hoping to do Bloodstock, and do you think there will be any plans in the next couple of years of a new album, full album?
Yeah, that's our ambition. We really do want to do another album. That's and I pretty sure that there will be another album, but I can't give you a time for that
Oh,
because it takes time to write songs. But I know Leif really wants to do another album, and as I told you, he's the main writer. So yeah, definitely within a couple of years, but you never know what happens.
brilliant.
Maybe he already has a song or two in the desk. I don't know, but
Yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised.
hopefully, hopefully. Well, thank
Yeah,
you for this. This has been absolutely fantastic. Your
yeah,
album, your EP album is out of this world. It's brilliant, and I will be hoping, having my fingers crossed that you will be in the UK very, very shortly.
yeah. Me too. Would be great.
Yeah, definitely. Hopefully, I can get to meet you.
Yeah,
Right, take care.
yeah. Thank you very much. Very nice talking to you. Thank
And
you for
yourself.
everything. Yeah,
Thank
thanks.
you.
Bye bye.
Bye.